recording off.
Welcome, Ashutosh ji.
Hi, Dr. Nisha. Thank you.
Hi. Thanks for accepting our invitation and giving us time, because I know you are very busy and you are. I was really looking forward to meet you and listen you, because you are doing tremendous job. And since last 4 or 5 years, I was planning to have this journey, but because of many other assignments and I'm really not able to, maybe because of you take very young uh, people for your yatra for so maybe, but we will certainly
young in
enjoy
spirit. That's all matter
Sorry?
to us.
Okay, so I will invite Professor Pranjal to
Yes, so welcome sir on this platform and this our 5-day FDP. So participants, Mr. Ashutosh Kumar, who is the CEO of Jagriti Yatra, is with us. Ashutosh Kumar is the Executive Director of Jagriti, a non-profit organization that promotes and supports entrepreneurship across rural India. For 10 years, Ashutosh has led the Jagriti Yatra program, an innovative 15-day entrepreneurship course which takes place along a 5,000-mile train ride across India. Over 4,000 youth have participated, with 28% of them becoming entrepreneurs themselves. He also leads the Jagriti Enterprise Center, a regional incubation program that supports entrepreneurs who run small and medium-scale businesses, and is regularly called to speak at regional universities on topics such as entrepreneurship, innovation, and youth leadership. In 2013, he was selected for the US Department of State's International Visitor Leadership Program Fellowship. Ashutosh holds a dual bachelor degree in technology and mechanical engineering from the Indian Institute of Technology in Kharagpur. So we welcome you, sir. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Nisha and Pranjal. And namaskar to everyone. Thanks for having me here. It's a real pleasure and honor to be here and interact with all of you. So I've got few slides I'm going to project
sir,
here.
Sorry to interrupt you. You want to show some slides, right?
Yes.
Okay. I will make you co-host so that you can do it.
Sure. So before I jump into what is Yatra, what we are doing, there's a small story that I want to share with you. So I'm just going to share it. Yeah. So let me just give you a brief overview of what we're doing through the Yatra, then the story will make sense. And after that, I will jump into the details of what we are doing through Yatra. So basically, it's a train journey of 15 days and 8,000 kilometers, where we take 500 young people, aspiring entrepreneurs, who have got fire in their bellies to become entrepreneurs. And we take them on this ride, a national train journey, and we expose them to the various forms of entrepreneurship and other forms of learning. So the whole idea is to inspire them, motivate them, so that they go back to their hometowns, their home districts, and they lead change by becoming social entrepreneurs. So this we started back in 2008, and every year without fail, we have been doing one train journey, and we are trying to inspire 500 young entrepreneurs every year. So this is the story of one of the yatras. I think it was 2012, before the beginning of the yatra. This participant, a young girl from some small town of India, I met her at the very first train station platform, Mumbai. Our yatra starts from Mumbai. And we were talking, and I asked her, what is your purpose of coming on this train? What is it that you want to do? Have you thought of an idea? Are you clear where do you want to head down? तो ये सब मैंने उससे पूछा, and she came back to me and she said very politely that I am very confused. मैं बिल्कुल कंफ्यूज्ड हूँ, मुझे पता नहीं है क्या करना है. That's why I am coming on this yatra. And believe me, more than 60-70% of the people who come on yatra, they come because they are confused. They don't know which is the path they should be taking. So I said, you are welcome. This is what everybody is doing here. This is what even people like us who have been doing yatra for the last 12 years, we are still doing because we are still confused to a large extent. So you are welcome. Hopefully you will find someone you will be able to work with, and then your confusion will go away. तो यात्रा हमारी शुरू हो गई. She started traveling with other co-travelers. I think after 5 or 6 days, I again came across her, and I remember our first conversation. So I asked her, now what is your status? You started with a lot of confusion. Are you still confused, or have you found some clarity by talking to each other or meeting each other or listening to these so many speakers, the role models that we bring on the train? So what is your status now? And the answer she gave me was so profound. At the same time, the answer was so mysterious that I still am not able to make out. So what she told me, yes, when I started, I was confused. Now I am confidently confused. So for a moment, I actually was in silence. I was just trying to understand the gravity of the words, confidently confused. And by the time I realized I should ask her what does she mean, she was gone. She went to meet someone else, some other co-traveler, co-yatri, and I was left standing there. I was trying to understand what does that mean. And believe me, I mean, this could mean differently to different people. Somebody could say कि her confusion might have grown so much या वो इतनी confident हो गए कि पूरी तरह से confuse हो गई, right? There could be various meaning to that, and we are into all interpretation here. My takeaway or my interpretation was that when she was traveling, when she was to begin her travel, train journey, she was confused. She was looking कि मुझे क्या करना है life में. When she started traveling for 5-6 days in the company of these 500 beautiful people who have come from all across India, especially from the small towns and villages, she found such a beautiful company of the people that she realized कि कल को मैं life में anything, I always will have the backing of these people, this so-called community, this network of people. And not only this, but because the Yatra has created such a network of people, now we've got more than 6,000 such people who are doing one work. So she realized that I'm going to get support from all these people. I'm going to get, courage. I'm going to get real support from all these people. So while she continues to be confused, उसे पता नहीं था अभी भी क्या करना है, but at least she got a lot of confidence in her. कि कल को मैं कुछ भी करूं, I know that this network is there to back me and I should be able to do. So this is what really yatra does to you. This is what traveling does to you. And this is what happens when you travel in such a beautiful and diverse country like India, right? If you go to each and every place of India, after every kilometer or so, you'll find so much of diversity that itself is a great source of learning. And that was the trigger point for us. That was our thinking कि you can't learn by sitting in four walls of a classroom or a university or a college. You have to step out. You have to go out into the wilderness. You have to go and meet people. You have to talk to them. And you essentially learn by doing. So this whole philosophy of experiential learning is something which is central to the design of the yatra. And I will talk briefly about how do we design it, what are the really key elements of the design, because of which there's a huge impact on these participants who are joining the yatris. But more than that, it also binds them together in a very beautiful network. और ये नेटवर्क काफी स्ट्रॉन्ग है, सशक्त है, आज भी इसे स्प्रेड एंड पीपल स्टिल कंटिन्यू टू reach out to each other, ask for support and support, help each other. So this is what Yatra is. in a very simple, line, it's a 15-day, 8,000 kilometer long entrepreneurship train journey, which we have designed on various experiential learning principles, and which has impacted now more than 6,000 people, because this yatra we did in the month of December, which was a digital yatra. Thanks to COVID, we could not do the physical train journey program, so we had to do a digital one. So the number has gone up to 6,000 now in the last 13 years. What you see in the map is essentially the route of the train that we take. So we start from Mumbai, we go down the south till Kanyakumari, then we go to places like Madurai, Bangalore, Chennai, Visakhapatnam, Ganjam, which is in Odisha, in actually tribal areas of Odisha, Nalanda, Devariya, Delhi, Tilonia, Ahmedabad, and then back to Mumbai. So you travel on this train with 500 other aspiring entrepreneurs, very young people, very bright, and we ensure in our selection process that we really get the best of the talent, the best of the minds on this train. And mind you, when we say the best of the talents, we don't mean academically or professionally great people, but these are those who are from very small towns and villages, but who have shown great determination or great courage in creating something in their own places. तो अगर उन्होंने एक छोटा सा अपने नदी जहाँ पे बाढ़ आ रही हो उसके ऊपर एक पुलिया का भी निर्माण कर दिया है, they are a very good candidate for us, because we know that tomorrow when this guy gets an opportunity, gets an ecosystem, he will do wonders. If there is a lady who is a rural farmer from Maharashtra, we welcome her. If there is a sarpanch from some village of Bihar, we welcome him, even though he might be illiterate, पढ़ा लिखा नहीं होगा, लेकिन वो सरपंच है. If he has done something for his village, something which is worth noticing, we welcome him to come on the train. So this is the kind of people you meet on the train. And I tell that this yatra is essentially 500 stories, human stories, which are traveling together with one singular goal, that they want to create something and they want to build India through enterprise. So what you see here are some of the numbers that we have achieved in the last 12 years or 13 years now, that more than 6,000 young people have been impacted, 28% of them turned into entrepreneurs post the yatra. यात्रा खत्म हुई, ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि उसके बाद ही वो बन गए, 1 साल लगा, 2 साल लगा, but since that कीड़ा was inside them, they became entrepreneur after a point of time. And while there have been many failures, no doubt about that, but 41% of them still continue to go strong, and they have gone beyond the 3-year mark of their enterprises. This is a framework around which we design the yatra. So now I'm going into the design part of the yatra. Ki how do we design it so that the impact is long lasting? And what you see here, the 3I framework, is inspiration, innovation, and incubation. Inspiration is simple. You go and listen to the stories of some of the great role models of India. People who are institution builders. People like Arvind Eye Care, Dr. Arvind, Selco ke founder Harish Hande, Gram Vikas ke founder Joe Madiyat, Anshu Gupta from Goonj, Pankaj Roy from Tilonia. All these people who have dedicated literally their lives in building something, in building an institution. So our message is very simple, guys. All this culture of startup, which is about an exit, कि हम जब अपना बिजनेस प्लान डेक बनाते हैं तो पहली चीज कहते हैं कि हम कब एग्जिट लेंगे. यात्रा इज नॉट अबाउट दैट. यात्रा इज कि कैन यू dedicate yourself for at least 20 years of your life so that you build an institution which can create a long lasting impact. And we show this in the stories of people like Joe Madiyat, who was in Kerala, who moved to Tamil Nadu. He came to Odisha and he was moved by the cyclone there, and he decided कि मैं यहीं पे ये institution बनाऊंगा. Or Dr. V, who built Arvind Eye Care, while he was guided by a spiritual force, but he was also very, very pragmatic in building Arvind Eye Care, which runs on this cross subsidy model and which is in operating profits. or Anshu Gupta from Goonj, I mean, who really energizes you, who shames you if you are not doing something, you are just sitting and, you know, clicking a like button on Facebook. So these are the kind of stories we expose them, and हम उनको लेकर जाते हैं, आप मिलिए, उनका काम देखिए, उनके और कम्युनिटी के लोगों से भी मिलिए, and that's how you understand. But the inspiration also comes from the other 500 of the people who are traveling. As I said, all of them are in themselves role models. They have done something smaller or bigger in their own communities. तो आप जब ट्रेन में ट्रैवल कर रहे हैं और आपके बगल वाले सीट पे एक बंदा बैठा है जिससे आप बातचीत कर रहे हैं और वो बताता है कि मैं एक बिहार के बाढ़ ग्रसित क्षेत्र से आया हूँ and I have done something there to stop that flood, seasonal flood, you get goosebumps, right? You are inspired. अरे मैंने तो आज तक लाइफ में कुछ किया नहीं, मैं तो बस बैठा रहा. So this inspiration that you get from the person sitting next to you, that peer-to-peer learning that we say, is actually the whole lifeblood of the yatra. The second is innovation, which is, so we have selected few sectors which we feel are very important for nation's growth, and har ek sector mein we again bring some experts, some keynote speakers, and we do some panel discussion, and we have in-depth discussion and charcha on these innovation. Finally, incubation, because we also realize that if you are inspired, you'd like to start your enterprise to solve the problem, right? आपके solution होंगे, तो आप उसको कैसे आगे बढ़ाएंगे? How can we support you through our incubation process? So we have developed incubation, we have got some seed funding going on, and we support through market, mentorship, and funding to these budding young entrepreneurs. These are some of the role models I have been talking about. Dr. V, which is a inspiration for me, because one thing he says is very beautiful, that if you go to Aravind Eye Care, अगर आप लोग में से कोई गए हो तो वहाँ पे बाहर ही काफी बड़े अक्षरों में लिखा हुआ है कि intelligence and capability are not enough. There should also be joy of doing something beautiful. And this is, I think, the message very, very important for all social entrepreneurs out there. Unless you have the inner joy of doing something, of solving a problem, आप एक दूरी तक जा सकते हैं. उसके बाद जो एक enterprise को run करने की तमाम मुश्किलें आती हैं, that will bog you down, that will not let you go ahead. At the same time, you also listen from people like Harish Hande, who is the founder of Selco. So he says that when you come into social entrepreneurship, there is a romanticism. एक romantic notion होता है कि I'm going to change this country. तो इसलिए मैं जाना चाहता हूँ, मैं इस problem को solve करना चाहता हूँ. But social enterprises are not run by only being romantic. You need pragmatism to run it. And he actually highlights it beautifully when he says that, and he explains why it is important. Joe, as I said, has a great story. Bankarji has a great story. Muhammad Yunus has also come and addressed all our participants. So you meet these people, right? And you get inspiration from them. And one thing we also ensure when we are talking to these people, that they don't only present the rosy part of their enterprise. कि हमने ये build किया, ये अच्छा हो गया. We ensure that they also bring out the challenges of their life, their personal challenges. अगर किसी की personal life में problem हो गई अपने sibling के साथ या अपने spouse के साथ, can they also talk about that? Because ultimately, when you are a social entrepreneur or any entrepreneur, it's your personal and professional things really merge with each other, right? और वो जानना जरूरी है entrepreneurs को शुरू में ही कि कैसे उसको balance करें, कैसे लेके आगे बढ़ें. So all these things we try to highlight when we meet these wonderful people. As I said, there are a lot of peer-to-peer learning opportunities that happen on the train. The pictures that you see here is from the train itself. कि जब आप train में travel कर रहे हैं, तो we create various groups and cohorts of these people. They have to do case studies on these role models that they are visiting. They have to come back and they have to present their findings to the rest of the team. So you answer those questions. You also take them to the real interior parts where you get an opportunity to talk to people and first-hand feel of the problems. And this is a glimpse or a business plan competition that we do. So we actually we don't believe in making slides and all that. Rather, all of them कि आप उस गांव में जाइए. हम actually उनको एक गांव में लेके जाते हैं जहां वो रात भर सोते हैं. और यूपी के गांव में उनको लेके जाते हैं. उत्तर प्रदेश is full of fog. You go and sleep on the floor in a school. You wake up in the morning and spread out and go talk to local villages, understand their problems, and then you start building solution there within your team. और आप हमारे mentors
Network issue?
can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, just wait, I'm going to share it again. Yeah, I was talking about I'm just trying to remove this from my screen. Yeah. So this a business plan competition you do, and you get feedback. We also select some good ideas out of this process so that we can seed fund them later and incubate them later. But in the end, as I said, what Yatra really does is it gives you a sense of community. And believe me, in today's times, it's very, very important to have this community going with you. Because if you go alone, आप एक दूरी तक जा पाएंगे, but then you will be burnt out with lot of challenges around you. But if you have a community with you, people you can fall back upon, it's always easier. The path becomes easier. So we tell the yatris कि कल को आप जहाँ भी जाके कुछ करना चाह रहे हैं, always see there is a community for you and actively engage with the community, take their support. Don't be shy. Don't be embarrassed for asking help, because we often tend not to ask for help. But it's very, very important that we reach out to others and we ask for help, because the universe is waiting for you कि कब आप help मांगे और मैं आपको help दूँ. So this community is now very thriving community of people, 6,000 people, and we have different portals and platforms that we have created so that they can engage with them in a better way. I'm going to touch upon some key points why we feel the design of the Yatra is very impactful and why it leaves you with a strong sense of community. So first is it's a cohort-based learning model. As opposed to, as I said, that sitting in a classroom, which is generally a monologue type of thing, we try to create कि आप एक cohort में बैठे हैं train के ऊपर, and it's a very diverse cohort, और आप एक दूसरे से ज़्यादा सीख रहे हैं, peer to peer learning ज़्यादा हो रही है. So in the beginning, you are in the awe of these role models, right? Anshu Gupta, Dr. Arvind, Harish Hande. But after 5th or 6th day, you start getting in awe of the people sitting next to you, of your own cohort members, of other cohort members. So we have designed in a way you learn mostly from your cohort. And one thing you will also see is very comfortable for me to learn from my peer rather than learning from someone else who has got this top-down approach. So there's a sense of comfort as well that we have realized. The second thing, what we do is, and this we do by design, navigating through ambiguity. Now, Yatra itself, to be honest, is very, very ambiguous train journey. हमें 24 तारीख से हमारी यात्रा स्टार्ट होती है, 24 दिसंबर से. To be honest, till 15th of December or even till 20th of December, we are still running after the Indian Railways कि भाई हमको ट्रेन दे दो, हमें ट्रेन चाहिए, because we want to do this yatra. It's a lot of running around, and it's the Indian government, railways, and you can imagine. I mean, though I must say that in the last 13 years, thoda sa easy ho gaya, because now they also recognize this effort, but we still have to run after them. So we are very upfront with all our yatris in the beginning कि दोस्तों ये यात्रा जो है is full of ambiguities, full of uncertainties. Hence, we want to invite you to become a co-creator of this yatra. ये मत सोचिए कि हम आपको कुछ पका पकाया लाके परोसने वाले हैं. You have to create this yatra, and that's why this yatra will be unique for you. हर बैच के जो यात्रीज होते हैं सबके यात्रा अपने अपने यूनिक होते हैं. Nobody can say कि मेरी यात्रा अच्छी थी या मेरी यात्रा खराब थी, because everybody has their own yatra. So hence we give them this co-creation का sense, and we give them lot of ownership also to co-create the yatra. So actually when the yatra happens, a lot of these yatris are invited to participate and take ownership of various activities. So they also feel कि हाँ मुझे भी इस यात्रा को एकदम बेहतर बनानी है. I have to make this world class yatra, and they give their full into this. So I think it's very important whenever you design something, give them a lot of sense of ownership, co-creation, and then you will see their real talent coming out. Thirdly, 50% women participation, and this is something we have achieved in the last couple of years. So 2008 when we started, we were adamant we have to get women. And you know, the challenge was from the tier 2, tier 3 small towns, villages से महिलाओं को लेकर आना, it's not easy job. कि कोई जल्दी अपने बेटियों को भेजेगा नहीं कि आप 15 दिन की एक यात्रा करके देश भर में आओ, बहुत ही मुश्किल होती है. तो 2008 से हमने शुरू किया, करते करते पेरेंट्स को कन्विंस करने के लिए हम लोगों ने काफ़ी सारे तिकड़म भिड़ाए, कॉल्स किए, ये सब किए, तब जाके now we have been able to achieve the 50% women participation. And I will tell you the sense of balance and the overall sensibility that women bring to any program, you can't achieve only through the male participation. So they bring a lot to the table. And this year also, when we did the digital yatra, we had actually slightly more than 50% women participation. And we also saw that in terms of the active participants on the digital yatra, women were on a higher side than the male. So these are something which are very interesting, insightful facts for us, and we want to incorporate this thing going forward. I talked about diversity. You will find people from all professions, from all kind of academic backgrounds, from all states, all geographies, all culture, right? तो आपको एक जो बंदा आपको एक बॉस्टन से MBA करने वाला मिलेगा, साथ ही साथ एक कोई सरपंच, दोनों साथ में बैठ के ट्रैवल कर रहे हैं और एक दूसरे से सीख रहे हैं. So diversity, you know, teaches you a lot, and that's one principle we generously use during the yatra. And finally, the connections are strong because when you go through an adversity, when you go through a set of challenges, I think the bonding becomes very stronger. अगर यही हम यात्रा बिल्कुल AC के डिब्बे में बिठा के वो जैसे वो कुछ यात्राएं होती हैं जो फुल ऑफ लग्जरी होती हैं, अगर हम वैसे करते कि आपको एकदम सब कुछ लाके सुबह नाश्ता खाना पीना आराम से मिल जा रहा है, you have to not do anything, I don't think the connections will be so powerful. जब आप चैलेंज फेस करते हैं, जब सुबह आपके बाथरूम में पानी नहीं आ रहा है और आप घंटों खड़े हैं बाथरूम के बाहर नहाने के लिए या टॉयलेट में जाने के लिए, and the other guy is facing the same thing, and then you come back and then you start talking about these challenges. अरे मेरे बाथरूम में पानी नहीं आ रहा था, दूसरा भी वही बोलेगा, and then it clicks. The connection is powerful. The connection is really long lasting. So I have seen that the connections are very strong. People even find their co-founders on the train. They find some kind of mentors, investors, and all these connections happen magically on the train. और ट्रेन पे नहीं भी होता है तो उसके बाद when they go back and they start engaging with a bigger community, they're able to find those connections. And one thing we also do is that we ourselves, I mean Jagriti engages with our own community in a very meaningful way, so that they keep coming back to us, and they also we receive something from them, right? So we have designed various activities. One is what we call Engine Room Club. हर साल जब हमारी यात्रा होती है तो 15 दिन की होती है दिसंबर में, 24 December to 8 January. So we invite yatris to come almost 2 months before the yatra and take care of the entire operations of the train. So running the train, getting food on the train, buses arrange karna, electricals, housekeeping, everything that is done completely by Yatris, and they thoroughly enjoyed it. Actually, people apply for this position, कि हमें आना है, but unfortunately we have very limited space on the train, so we are not able to take everyone. But people just love to be the part of the Engine Room Club. Jade is another program which we have designed, and honestly we still have to build upon it. It's called Jagriti Ambassador District for District Entrepreneurship. तो हम अपने यात्रियों को ये कहते हैं कि in whichever district you are in the country, can you become an ambassador of Jagriti and hence an ambassador of entrepreneurship? And in your own district, can you promote about entrepreneurship? Can you do events, workshops, seminars, go to the local colleges and tell them about entrepreneurship, show them various stories, models of entrepreneurship, and by the way, also invite them to come on the Yatra. So we get a lot of registrations through this process of Jade, and the Yatris also get an opportunity to engage within their own community. District chapters, I think these are the usual outcomes of any such programs, and again this is done by Yatris. We don't intervene. No official chapter have been created. Yatris in their own places, they have created chapters. They come, meet on a periodic basis, take up some agenda and deliver to it. So this is, I mean, what the Yatra is, but I want to just spend another 5 minutes. What's after Yatra? क्योंकि हम 12-13 साल से हम यात्रा करते आ रहे हैं on a national scale. We have been going around the country, meeting some wonderful people, and this huge community of Yatris have been created. But what's next? हम आगे क्या करें? So this question we have been pondering upon for the last 3-4 years now. And I think the good part was that now we started from a national front. People have been saying, especially in the beginning, जब 2008 में जब हमने यात्रा की थी and we said we want to do a national yatra, a lot of people came to us and said कि आप इतनी बड़ी यात्रा क्यों कर रहे हो? I mean, it's logistically nightmare. I mean, to be honest with you, whenever we start the yatra, हम नारियल फोड़ के करते हैं कि हम सकुशल वापस आ जाए सबको, कुछ भी किसी को हानि ना पहुंचे. And you have to be on alert. You have to be on watch. Nothing bad happens. So people were saying, why are you taking so much of risk? Why are you going around the country? Why don't you do a smaller yatra? एक state yatra कर लीजिए पहले. Then you go making these bigger ambitions. But we were clear. We want to do the national yatra first. We want to see the beauty of this nation. And you know, the whole spirit of nation building comes only when you go around the country. You are not confined to a state. तो हर कोई अपने स्टेट में है और अपने स्टेट के बारे में सोच रहा है. But can you, sitting in Maharashtra, can you think about Northeast? Can you think about UP? It will only come when you go there, when you are exposed to that place. Then this sense of empathy will come. And that's why we said we want to do the national yatra. So for us, the beginning is national, but now we said, after doing it for 12 years, can we go more grassroots? Can we identify pockets? Can we identify geographies in India which need strong entrepreneurship ecosystem? Because most of the ecosystem, we feel incubators and all, they are restricted to the metros, the bigger cities. But the need are these smaller places. So we decided in our next avatar, we should now be going to these smaller geographies and creating incubators. Right? And that's how we started building our next step. And this I will escape. And this is now how the shape that Jagriti has got these 3 pillars. The first pillar is Jagriti Yatra, which we have been doing for last 13 years now. It has developed a beautiful community of people. The second is Jagriti Enterprise Center, which is a regional innovation and incubation ecosystem that we are setting up in tier 2 and tier 3 districts of India, through which we can support local enterprises, small and medium ones. We can give them market mentorship and funds. And we have chosen one geography, which is eastern part of Uttar Pradesh, UP, Devariya, Gorakhpur, Banaras, and nearby districts, where we are setting up this ecosystem. I will give you some glimpse of that. So that's really our second pillar, where all our energies are there. And to be honest, we have also invited all our community Yatris to come and help us set this ecosystem, because एक बार वहाँ बन जाएगा आप देश के किसी भी प्रांत में कुछ भी आप कर रहे हो, you can learn from this example and you can set your own incubation ecosystem in your own district. That's why community of Yatris is also very eager to learn from our experiment. And third, as I said, Jagriti ambassador for district entrepreneurship in the different parts of India. We invite Yatris to become ambassadors for Jagriti so that they can create awareness. So quickly, this is what the center, enterprise center look like. This is again our a national ambition, but we want to start, small. We want to start with grassroots. The first center we are setting up in Devariya, which is closer to Gorakhpur as a city, and also not far away from Varanasi. And this incubation we have been now running for last 2 to 3 years. We have some very good stories of local enterprises that have come out. We recently also got supported by Niti Aayog for setting up a Atal Community Innovation Center in Devariya. So we are also very excited to do that. But going further, their ambition to set 4 such centers in 4 different corners of India. And idea again, when you talk about entrepreneurship, it has a lot of geographical or cultural context to it. अगर आप देखेंगे कि महाराष्ट्र में यूपी में नहीं हो सकता. There are very successful examples of cooperatives, for instance, in the western part of the country, but in north, especially in UP, there are not many. So what can we learn from other culture, from other geographies, so that we can again create a very strong network of ecosystems. So that's our ambition going forward. Right now, we are puri tarah se focused on the first center, which is Jagriti Enterprise Center, Purvanchal. These are some of the glimpses, the center that we are trying to build. The construction has started this month only, actually, 15th of January se humne start kiya hai. We have got some great supporters on board who are helping us build this center. And one thing I think you will realize when you see these pictures, this does not look like an ordinary center. This does not look like a center sitting in Devariya, in the eastern part of the country, somewhere in a small village. This looks like कि हम बैंगलोर में कुछ बना रहे हैं और दिल्ली में बना रहे हैं, हैदराबाद में. But that's exactly the point, 58% of the population of India resides in these small towns and villages, what we call tier 2, tier 3 or middle India. Now, if you can create such big institutions, the IITs, the IIMs, the other incubators, accelerators in these big metros, you should very well create these institutions in the tier 2 and tier 3. They need it most. There is a, as 58% population waiting for this ecosystem there. So that's why we took this very, again, a kind of risk and very step. We face a lot of challenges. People have been saying that, especially companies with their CSRs, if I want to create something around Mumbai because our office is here, our plant is here, we'll be able to support you. But we said that's not the idea, right? अगर आप यही सब कुछ बनाते रहेंगे तो who will take care of these geographies? Thankfully, as happened with the Yatra, we got lucky. We got some few initial supporters, and we are going ahead with the setting up of the incubator. So, I mean, that's where I would like to end, and that's all about Jagriti. And I would welcome this forum to ask you some questions or any feedback, suggestions.
Any question from the participants?
Good evening, Ashutosh. This is Deepak Chauhan here. I'm a PhD research scholar in Graphicera University, Dehradun. You are doing wonderful job through Jagriti Mission through these yatras, and now you're going ahead with that enterprise center in Purvanchal. Can you tell me, like, what inspired you to take up these yatras in the first place?
Yeah, so Deepak, I think the inspiration has been many. In some way, the inspiration has been also the train journey taken by Mahatma Gandhi when he came back from South Africa to India. and he was guided by his mentor, Mr. Gokhale. इसके पहले कि आप संग्राम में कूदे, you go ahead and you actually learn about the people. So some way that was also an inspiration for us. And very interesting that the name Jagrati, it comes also from a movie by the same name called Jagrati. हम सब आप लोग जब बच्चे होंगे तो you must have heard this कि वो उसमें एक बहुत ही अच्छा गाना है कि आओ बच्चों तुम्हें दिखाए झांकी हिंदुस्तान की. So the teacher takes all the students in a train and वो पूरे झांकी दिखाता है. Exactly same, right? हम भी वही कर रहे हैं, हम ट्रेन में बच्चों को लेके जा रहे हैं और दिखा रहे हैं. तो ये सब इंस्पिरेशन रहे हैं. मतलब ब्रॉडली हम ये चाहते थे कि how do we inspire the young people who are from small towns and villages to come out of their shell and see what is happening outside, take inspiration, take energy and go back and bring some change. वो तभी हो पाएगा जब आप उनको travel कराएंगे, बाहर दिखाएंगे, and train naturally was the best vehicle for us to do.
Ashutosh, I agree with you that train is one of the best vehicle for national integration and to know more about the diversity of our country. आपके इसी मॉडल में can you have a few further models whereby क्योंकि ट्रेन की जर्नी में when you're traveling from one place to another, journey is important, destination is not important, and during the journey you are touching so many points. So at those points you can have few activities, or few people can join over there, few people can then go out and play a role of promoting this cause and promoting entrepreneurship as such. So क्या इस तरह का कुछ मॉडल बन सकता है जिसमें ये जो आपका एवरी एनुअल फीचर जो है, मेन जो आपका कोर एक अच्छा आइडिया है, इसी के आसपास और मॉडल्स भी बन सकते हैं क्या, जहाँ पे और लोग भी जुड़ जाएं?
एग्जैक्टली और जुड़ सकते हैं हम जहाँ पे. तो अभी जो ट्रेन हमारी यात्रा होती है उसमें 12 लोकेशंस हैं जहाँ पे ट्रेन रुकती है एक दिन के लिए. सो मुंबई, देन हुबली, देन बैंगलोर, मदुरई. और जहाँ हम रुकते हैं वी गो आउट ऑल दीज 500 and we meet some inspiring role models, right? We also invite some of the local people to come and meet us in those locations. तो आप जो कह रहे हैं बिल्कुल possible है. And one thing I would also say is कि our own yatris, they have replicated this model of yatra in various other ways. They have been doing state yatras. तो यहाँ उत्तराखंड में हमारे एक यात्री हैं रितेश, उन्होंने एक प्रेरणा यात्रा की है. उसी तरह गुजरात में नर्मदा प्रेरणा यात्रा हुई है. Even internationally, lot of yatris have replicated this. In US they have done, it's called Millennial Train Journey. In UK, France. So it is up to lot of interpretation. लोग इसको जैसे करना चाहें, जिस मॉडल से हम कर सकते हैं. We have created something. We actually want people to copy this, to take it ahead and use it in various other format, and we are happy to help them as well.
Ashutosh ji, few of my students, they are doing PhD in social entrepreneurship. So various factors of social entrepreneurship. So I would be happy if they can study your model. They can you can suggest them to study more model, and they can produce good research papers out of that.
Absolutely, doctor. So that will be most welcome. People study.
Yeah. And so they will visit you. Then you can suggest them other model where they can visit. And so that would be academically, again, we can reproduce this model, and it will be well known all over the world. What we are as an Indian, what we are doing, it should be presented in front of other people, other part of the world. So, and by chance, this Ritesh was with us. I had arranged one program in the Pondicherry. And this Ritesh was with us for 4 days, and then he discussed about you and all this yatra and all. So that's how he was also connected with us during that period. But long back we have not discussed anything. So he is doing wonderful job.
Yes, absolutely.
So take my proposal and proposition with doing some research work in this area. So that is a good outcome of this association.
Yeah, ma'am. Can I say something?
Yes, you can say.
Ashutosh, hi, Swapnil here. It's a superb thing which you are doing. I mean, I'm really happy. I want a ticket for the next yatra actually. because I'm an avid traveler myself, and as you said that the train connects us. It's a phenomenal thing which you are doing right now. Also, I have my personal interest in, you can say, travel-based learning also. So, I really would like to connect with you later on and know more from you. And possibly if you are there in Mumbai, definitely we can meet sometime, because I have a few projects in mind. Particularly, I'm trying to work in the area of adventure-based learning and tourism cooperatives, and a lot of things which probably would also cater to the rural segment or the sector. So that is really something which I believe. And I have also traveled far and wide in the country. Probably not as much as you, but certainly covered about 20 to 25 states out of the 29 states. So I would really like to take the yatra with you. One suggestion, although I have, is you can have the yatra twice a year. That is the suggestion which I can have, because that is there. And
another suggestion is just take one yatra only for women.
That's a good
Yes,
one.
ma'am.
That's really a good one.
Only for women, and
Definitely,
not too far, not for 15 days, because we cannot devote 15 days, just for 5-6 days for women only. So that will be great. I think you will get from this group only 60, 50, 70
Yes,
people.
ma'am, surely. Surely.
So
I just want to ask something, ma'am.
Yeah. Please
ma'am.
ask.
Hello, Ashutosh sir. Good evening, sir. Sir, first of all, thank you so much for sharing such wonderful experiences of yours. Sir, I just want to ask 2 questions. And before I come to the questions, I will just share one thing with you all, that I am really not a traveler. Okay, I don't like traveling much, but listening to all these wonderful experiences that you shared right now. Right now, as Nisha ma'am already told, that yatra, I'm looking forward to have that yatra. Okay, to go for the yatra. That is the thing. So one thing, one name you can enlist in your list also. Okay, so coming back to the question, sir. Sir, I just want to ask that throughout all these, through these experiences and throughout the process, what is that thing which kept you motivated? Because the motivation, to sustain the motivation throughout, like in this particular process, is very much important according to me. Many difficulties might have came to you, many obstacles might have affected you also. What was that particular thing which kept you motivated throughout the process? And the next question is, how can we apply this concept in the institutional purposes, for the institutional purposes, or for the upliftment of the students, or something like that? That's all, sir. Thank you, sir.
So the first part to your question is what is motivating us. So see, we also started this whole program for the joy of the adventure it offers, for the sheer craziness of this idea that, taking a train across India for 8,000 kilometers, it was never done in India. Pehli baar kisi ne kiya tha. So we were very pumped up with this whole adventure, sense of adventure. But to be honest, when we started doing it again and again every year, 2008 hua, 9 hua, 10 hua, 10 mein we had a very, 11 mein we had a very, big setback. Our one and only sponsor backed out just 2 months before the yatra, and we were, just scrambling here and there for more support, but we somehow emerged of that. So वो सब चीजें हुई. So when we kept on going again and again, we also realized the kind of impact the yatra is creating, especially on these young mindsets, young people who are coming from the smaller towns and villages. And believe me, because I also come from such a place. I belong to Bihar. वहाँ के किसी गांव से आता हूँ. Lot of my family are spread all across Bihar, and I see the situation there. In places like these, लोग बस सरकारी नौकरी सोच रहे हैं. दिन रात लगे हुए, क्लर्क के लिए लंबी सी लाइन लगी है, हजारों आवेदन है, उसी की लाइन में लोग भी लगे हुए हैं. They are not thinking beyond that, and still they are not thinking beyond that. So the fact that entrepreneurship is still an option, आप कर सकते हैं. एक समस्या को दूर कीजिए, you create enterprise, and you also earn in the process. It's not that you are just living a life of a pauper. You are living a good life for yourself, for your family, but you're also doing good for others. So this first of all, this mindset ये नहीं है वहां पे, राइट? वो सोचते ही नहीं इस दिशा में, और कोई सोच भी ले, द इकोसिस्टम इज नॉट देयर टू सपोर्ट दैट। लोग फिर भाग के मुंबई आते हैं, दिल्ली आते हैं, या फिर बैंगलोर जाते हैं स्टार्टअप और ये सब की खोज में। बट वी थॉट वी नीड द इकोसिस्टम देयर, राइट? और वो इकोसिस्टम बनाने के लिए सबसे पहली जरूरत है कि हम वहाँ लीडर्स बनाएं, लोकल लीडर्स बनाएं who go there and who are hell bent कि I will make some change, but they also have a support from a community कि उसको वो सपोर्ट कर सके, एक नेटवर्क। नहीं तो अकेला चना भार नहीं फोड़ सकता, they can't do anything। तो इसीलिए भी रियलाइज कि दिस इज गोइंग टू बी द नीड। और आज हम देख रहे हैं, मतलब इफ यू सी व्हाट कोविड हैज डन टू अस, the whole differences in the society that have emerged because of COVID actually shows ki how our ecosystem is completely broken in what we call Bharat, the real India, the tier 2 and tier 3 small town, वहाँ है ही नहीं ecosystem, इसलिए लोग वहाँ से भाग के जा रहे हैं। So I think that keeps us really motivating. We keep on saying कि हम demographically young हैं, हमारे पास demographically इतना power है, but वो नहीं हो पाएगा unless we give them the real support, if we give them the real energy to do something. So I think for us that is a bigger motivation. We realize कि अगर next 10 से 15 साल में हम लोगों ने इकोसिस्टम बिल्ड नहीं किया, देवरिया, कोयम्बटूर, वेल्लोर ऐसी जगहों पे, believe me, the whole country will be broken. पूरा country shambles में चला जाएगा। हम young इतना कह रहे नहीं हो पाएगा। तो I think for us that urgency to do something to build this ecosystem now keeps us driving. दिन रात हमें जगाए रखता है कि we have to do this. So that's the question to your answer to your first question, and I forgot the second one. So maybe if you can quickly repeat, I can answer.
So how can we apply this particular concept in the somehow in the institutional manner, or just for the upliftment of the students, so that students also get from their apart from their academic structures or something like that, they get more involved into these kind of initiatives that I'm trying to say, if we can do something for that.
Couple of things. One is for us the biggest learning was कि आपकी learning तब होती है when you actually do things, experiential learning by doing. So I think that has to be really integrated in your curriculum or the way you teach, how you can give them more hands-on project. उसके लिए अगर आपको साल भर में 2-3 महीने निकालने पड़े where they can go and work with some of these social enterprises on ground, that I think will give them far better learning. So that's really
gym chale jao.
Okay, so that's really one of the biggest learning. How do you ensure that there is enough learning by doing component in your curriculum. Diversity is another factor. If we can bring a lot of diversity within the cohort of students, वहीं पे आधी learning हो जाती है. People are able to learn from each other. Even if you are creating smaller groups to do activity, ensure that in those groups there's a lot of diversity. लोग अलग-अलग background से हैं, so that they can learn from each other. So I think these are some of the things we can still do sitting in the four walls of a classroom or in the schools, colleges. I will very strongly advise, and we do a lot of partnerships, that's why, with a lot of colleges and academic institutes, because we insist you bring in your whole curriculum these 2 to 3 months of learning by doing experience for your students. You send them, let them do some work, internship, whatever, with these social enterprises. So I think that's, to me, is the biggest change that you can bring.
So mainly council support and the university level support for each and every colleges or institutions are really very much required to inculcate that into the module structures of the academic part. We can do that also, sir. Right, sir?
Right. Sure. Yeah.
So, am I audible, sir?
You are. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Am I audible,
yeah,
sir?
Yeah. Yes,
now
yes, you are.
Thank you so much, sir.
I would invite anyone who has not spoken till now. Anyone who has not spoken from the day one. Anyone give thanks to Ashutosh ji, who has not spoken till now. Let me check. Let
Ma'am,
me check.
good evening. It's not that I have not spoken. I spoke in the previous session also, but I just wanted
Okay.
to thank Ashutosh ji because
Okay, yeah.
people
Yes,
from
yes.
down south, even though you said
Okay.
that you travel to Madurai and Kanyakumari, we are not aware such program exists. I really feel very happy that Nisha ma'am could rope in so many people from different diversities and give us an opportunity to hear there are so many people who are really doing great jobs and great wonders for the nation to sustain. It's really, it's really very fruitful to hear from such people that there are still something called as humane and the social and human values which are given more importance in today's fast-moving and mechanized world. I really thank Nisha ma'am and Ashutosh ji for your wide concept, and such concepts have.
Thank you, Ashutosh ji. I will talk to you later on for
Sure.
all these things. Thanks for joining. Thanks for motivating these participants. They are professor actually. So you know what would be the ripple effect? They will motivate around 1,000. So then you look at this 7, and now they are 55. Otherwise, they were around 75. So 75 at least multiplied by 500. So that would be the motivation of this class. I hope that this will work in a ripple effect, and that will again come to you for next yatra. And maybe you have to increase the number of train or number of coaches. But please take my request, arrange something for women exclusively, and or maybe for not for young, just young, or maybe in that range where we are, and you can arrange a short yatra for us. One time, one side or north or south, like that. So at a time, not an entire country, one state. I can arrange around 100 travelers with me, and then we will start new ventures.
Absolutely, we're happy to do that. Yeah. Sorry, somebody saying something.
Good evening, ma'am. I second what Uma ma'am said. Being from South, I really second what Uma ma'am said. And actually, I'm sitting in our department, and I made my research scholars also to hear sir's lecture, and they were quite excited. So we have started spreading it as the thing has already started. That is what I would like to say. Thank you. Thank you, Nisha ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Ashutosh, sir.
Hi, good evening, Shivanand.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Sir, kindly let us know when you will be coming for next time for Hubli and all those things. Definitely want to meet you.
See, the yatra every year happens at the same date, 24th December to 8th of January. Last year, 24th December to 8th of January. So that's something we have, kind of fixed in the annual calendar. I mean, last year we could not do the train journey, so the digital yatra happened. That also had a fairly good success. We had 700 people registered, and we had in the end 50 to 60% retention of the digital participants. But definitely happy, Shivanand. So you can go to the website. It's simple, jagratiyatra.com. All the details we keep on posting there about the yatra.
Definitely. Thank you, sir. Definitely.
So, I have a question.
Sure.
So, first of all, congratulations to you. And I don't know what to say. It's such an amazing thing that you are doing. We feel very small in front of you. So I just want to ask one thing, that because you're talking about it as a social entrepreneur. So how do you handle the finances? Is it crowdfunding? Is it sponsorship? How can we contribute? Maybe we cannot always, all of us, go for a yatra and do some physical work for you, or do a project, but in any small way that some contributions can be done from our end. That I would like to know, is there some kind of such things that is possible?
Absolutely. So quickly, our financial model is that we have got a 50% what we call earned revenue. The participant who are coming, they have to pay some nominal fees. We don't take anyone free on the yatra. Otherwise, they might not value it. So they have to pay something. So from the fees coming from the participant, they are able to cover 50%. For the remaining 50%, we go after the sponsors, funders, donors, HNIs, crowdfunding. And that's how we are able to cover the expenses of the yatra. Now for you, there are a lot of ways to engage. To be honest, we keep on looking for people like you who can give some time and commitment to Jagriti. There are different projects that we have been running in the entrepreneurship space. So if you are really interested, please connect with me. I can drop my email ID, okay, and I would be happy to talk to you.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All the best to you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm just typing my email ID here in the chat box. So if anybody of you want to connect for anything, I mean, if you have any questions still left, so you can always shoot me on my email. Yeah.
Pranjal sir. Hello, Pranjal sir.
Yeah, ma'am.
I'm typing something, but it is not posting. My request is that all the participant has to make a report, a short report of takeaway of all last 3 days by tomorrow morning. So I'm typing, but it is not posting.
Where are you typing?
All participants, they kindly prepare a report of 3 days classes. What is your takeaway since last 3 days from day 1 to till now?
So I think they must have written, or otherwise you select it, go to chat box and select to everyone and then type in. Okay. It will happen bottom.
So Ashutosh ji, any other question? Any other question or suggestion or appreciation or whatever, anything? Thanks. Anyone?
Ashutosh sir, Professor Anil Gupta used to, like sir is regularly doing Shodh Yatras. Now, Jagriti, as you, it's a wonderful concept actually. So, sir, जैसे गुप्ता सर अलग-अलग places में हर बार जाते हैं. उन्होंने always जो शोध यात्रा के लिए they always find out at different places और वहाँ पे उन्होंने discover किए grassroots innovations. तो आपका इसमें जागृति में जनरली एक ही रूट रहता है या अलग-अलग रूट्स रहते हैं सर?
तो हम थोड़ा बहुत उसमें चेंज करते हैं दीपक जी, एक दो तीन लोकेशंस हम चेंज करते हैं, बट वी ट्राई टू अवॉइड मेकिंग मेनी चेंजेस बिकॉज लॉजिस्टिकली यात्रा काफी डिफिकल्ट है, तो जितना सेम रहे उतना बेटर है. नाउ व्हाट वी डू इज कि लोकेशन सेम रहते हैं बट द पीपल वी आर मीटिंग देयर, द रोल मॉडल्स, वी ट्राई टू कीप ऑन चेंजिंग देम. तो नए नए लोगों से हम मिलते रहे.
Ashutosh ji, in Uttarakhand, since I'm based in Uttarakhand and I'm attached with the university, I'll try to do one Jagriti Yatra in the remote places of Uttarakhand. It will not be a train yatra, but it will be we'll be covering few places in Uttarakhand actually, and we'll be promoting entrepreneurship, and we'll be in touch with you, sir, on that.
Absolutely, happy to support you, whatever support you need. As I said that this alumnus of ours, Ritesh, he has actually done this in Uttarakhand. I don't know which locations exactly. तो आप उनसे मैं आपको connect कर सकता हूँ. He will be happy to support you.
Right. I'll drop a mail on this, sir.
Sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Yeah. Thank you. Bye. Take care.
Yeah. It's our pleasure to meet you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Bye, sir. Bye. So now I have sent one WhatsApp, and again I'm sharing with all of you that from the day 1, from the morning till now, what is your takeaway? What is your learning? Kindly make a short report and submit me either by today night or by tomorrow morning before the class. I know that it is engaging, but yes, the purpose is to engage you.
Where we need to submit, ma'am? Submit in WhatsApp group.
I have sent in WhatsApp group that it is your takeaway till now. From day 1 morning.
It's okay, but where we have to submit, on email or classroom or WhatsApp group?
It is Pranjal, sir. So I have
Sir, it is written. Yeah, sir, ma'am, can I talk?
Yeah. Yes.
So Dr. Nisha has written a message, submitted by tomorrow morning in FDP mail ID.
Yes.
Clearly written over there.
Yeah.
It can be in different form, but it is compulsory. That is what.
Yes. So you can check your WhatsApp. So from every lecture number 1 to till now, your not so many words are required, but it is compulsory. I know it is engaging, but yes, it is planned engagement. It is planned engagement because we know that many of you are maybe because of with our engagement, I don't know, but active or not active, but I want some what is takeaway and how you are taking that that message or concept or whatever we are teaching. That will address, of course, it will help us to develop another plan, and it will help you also to look at what exactly you are learning since last 3 days. So then you will reflect, yes, day 1, otherwise